Breaking news. Emir of Bulgur tells that some bandits are already taking hostage to Benin Republic, taking Nigerians to Benin Republic and carrying out, if you know what they are doing, fear of God will catch you. If you know what they are doing, and this is what the emir is, replying and letting Nigerians know that there is more to it and that the federal government, who seemingly feels not interested in what is going on, because if they are, they would have done something more to ensure that this wickedness stop. But sadly, it feels like Buhari can't be bothered. Yes? And so he's not concerned about what goes on with Nigerians or what is happening. He's saying, well, they are taking Nigerians now to Benin Republic, and you don't want to know the things that they are doing to them over there. It's terrible, my people. In fact, when we got the news, we were like, my God, is this happening? We are wicked to our very own self. Then what are we complaining about the slave trade age that happened? If we can do this to our very own self, there is wickedness in the land, I must assure you, wickedness beyond you can imagine. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. The Emir of Belgo says that some bandits are taking their hostage to Benin Republic. The activities of bandits has, we know, some members of the public are being kidnapped and they collect huge amounts of money for ransom for them to be released. And pending when the payment for the adoptees and the freedom are made, their criminal adopters do keep them in unknown places, perhaps deep in the forest that are void of human activities. This is about how many the ordinary people know and say about this inhuman act of kidnapping by these lawless people, contrary to the law of the land. They just might be doing unthinkable things to their victims. A few days ago, the Emir of Bago in Niger State, where banditry is also common, called on the federal government to send security operatives to intercept the criminal elements who might be on their way smuggling their kidnapped victims to Benin Republic. Thus, it can be deduced that the reason why the moments some persons are taken hostage, there is no amount of negotiation or money that can secure their return, might be the connection of this revelation by the emir. And it is therefore mean that some Nigerians might just be somewhere in the neighboring countries suffering and being used as slaves, having been sold by their captors into slavery by heartless kidnappers. As easily possible of the above is the case of where Boko Haram, who have been taking Nigerians hostage, what happened with the Chibok girls in 2014 when they first threatened to sell the innocent teenagers into slavery. And true to their threats, it came to pass. They told the President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan then administration that they actually sold some of them away. But because the religious extremists has the tendency to act like clowns, many people refuse to believe them, especially initially. But it's already 7 years and down the line. Yet many of them, nobody knows their whereabouts, even up to today as we speak. One of the kidnapped Chibok girls and who returned recently returned with a child of the people who kidnapped them, and she narrated how she was taken to Benin Republic and was forced into slavery and all that has been happening to her. In human words, if you think about it, my people, this is what is going on now. This is what is happening. This is the new evil that these people carry on. And sadly, President Muhammadu Buhari does not care. His children are in the UK, where by God's grace there is good security. So he does not care. You can see the young lady on purple. That is where the young lady, she's one of those Chibok girls, a teenager who went to school to study, to become somebody. A teenager who went to school, not to end up becoming a mother at a very tender age. Look at the little boy beside her. That's what has been going on in this country. And guess what? Nobody says anything. These are some of the evils going on These are some of the things happening. Sadly, welcome to Nigeria. It's a place where the government have no responsibility to her citizens. You see, these are some of the things happening. We are all witnessing what is going on today, now. So what do? A cry for everybody to rise up. A cry for everybody to say no, because the evil going on must be stopped. It must be stopped. This is what is going on. Now they are selling people into slavery. Can you believe it? Yes, and they will come back and tell you that they are repentant bandits. And the federal government of Nigeria say, live with them. You don't understand it. The federal government of Nigeria say, live with them. Give them houses, put them in the army. That's why you hear the army are shooting people anyhow, because they are bloodthirsty. And so this thing come upon them now and again, and they do whatever they are doing. This is the new thing going on now. They come back because they have the foot soldiers, they've done their bidding. It's left for Buhari now to stand up to them, to keep it, so it's part of his bargain. They tell you that they are giving them blah, 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 blah. So this is the new thing going on now. This is the new evil. This is the new evil happening in Nigeria. How do we solve this matter? When did we get here? When? The mistake we made as a country was voting in President Muhammadu Buhari. The mistake of the 2015, a memorable year in Nigeria, 2015, a year that cannot be forgotten in a hurry, a year that we will ever remember. We will ever remember when we brought in, when with your own how you go bring house help, the house help can't become torment on your flesh. Now waiting this one be so. They are supposed to be, we voted them in to be custodian. Okay, we say we take responsibility, look after this thing, just like the way you have employ an house help and you give our responsibility. We trusted them when they came up with their manifesto and said, well, we are ready. This is what we can do. This is blah, 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 blah. And everybody was like, okay, if they can identify the problem, perhaps they're the best person for the job. Little did we know that they have in fact, no job experience. They've never done the job before. They've got nothing to offer. It was all shambles. It was all deceit. Okay, deceit personified. And today, look at the way things are. See how far things have gone. See how terrible things are. See how terrible, real terrible things are. God will save us, because we cannot continue like this. No, we can't continue like this. It's bad. Things are really bad. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. God bless you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.